Hey y'all, welcome to a Friday's R4U on Uncle Bub's Bell Buckle Beer Reviews. Alright y'all, so this week I've got a beer out of the state of Louisiana. And I have seen this beer on the internet and stuff like that. I just ain't been able to find it around here. And ain't is a southern word, whether you like it or not. Anyway, I found this in a liquor store. And of course, I'm a homebody, y'all. I'm in Bell Buckle, Tennessee, and don't have a whole lot of access to a variety of beers. Well, I stopped by my local liquor store, and I found this brew that I had seen on the internet, and I said, I gotta try it, man. This is from the Abita Brewing Company out of Louisiana, Abita Springs, Louisiana, home state of my buddy Ronald J. Theriot. If y'all have not seen Ronald Theriot's beer reviews, he does Louisiana beer reviews, and he's been doing them for years and years and years. Probably, I don't know how many years he's been doing them. Probably at least 10 or more. But anyway, I appreciate Ronald Theriot and his beer reviews. But anyway, this is from his home state. And I thought I'd shout him out in it because it is. But this is a combination of brews. I have reviewed the two brews that combined to make this one. It is a combination of Purple Haze and Andigator by the Abita Brewing Company. This stuff is called Barney. Because of the Purple Haze, y'all can get the reference to Barney if you've been alive and for the past few years you know what the Barney is referring to. It says Barney, Purple Haze, and Andigator. This unique bartender creation fuses raspberry lager with Helles Doppelbock, producing a combination that's worthy of a name of its own. A fan favorite blend of Purple Haze and Andigator, Barney is a hazy creation with a flavorful bite. This stuff is 6.1% alcohol by volume. I enjoy Purple Haze. I think it's a delicious brew. And I also enjoy the Andigator. It's a delicious brew as well. I don't remember the individual alcohol content for each one of those beers. It seems like Andigator is at like an 8 maybe. And I can't remember the Purple Haze, what the ABV is. But this is considered to be a raspberry lager simply because it's got the Purple Haze raspberry mixed in with it. So anyway, all that being said, on a Friday's R4U, we're going to try this Abita Barney. And y'all, I have enjoyed most everything I've had from Abita. They're a good brewery out of the state of Louisiana, and let's see what this looks like. Wow. It's a pretty golden brew. I thought it would have a little reddish tint to it, but it does not, that I can detect. I can't even detect a raspberry hint in the aroma. Let's try the head, see what it says. All right, I do get a raspberry flavor in the head. Oh man, y'all. Whew, I know a lot of people frown on pouring a head like this on a beer, but dadgummit, y'all, if you don't pour a head on a beer, you miss out on some of the experience. If I did not pour this thing with a head, I couldn't. Of course, a lot of beers, especially different IPAs and German beers, Belgian beers, stuff like that. You pour a head on like that, you get a strong aroma off of them. This didn't have much of aroma, but if you don't pour a head on it like this, you don't get to appreciate the flavor of that head, which is always 99% of the time, flavor in that head's going to be different from the body. And I've just, and that's something else I've learned from Ronald J. Terrio about pouring beer, man. You pour a head on a beer, you pour that thing stiff. You know, it releases the gases, releases the aroma, and releases flavor in that head that's different from the body. And that's just the way it is, y'all, and I just really enjoy doing that. Some people can't stand a head on a beer. And domestic beers, it really don't matter to me. I mean, they you know, it may release the gas so you don't burp as much, but it doesn't really, I mean, they don't really have a flavor distinction in domestic beers. But some of these different brews like this, craft beer, IPA, stuff like that, really have a flavor in that head that's different. And this one, you can taste that raspberry note easily in that head, man, and it's delicious. You can taste that raspberry. It's got anything on the bottom of it or not. I'm gonna swish it anyway. And I've started swishing the bottles, even on some of the beers that don't necessarily have any sediment in them, because you can't ever tell. You swish that beer in the bottom, get that sediment if it's got any. This looks like it had some. I got some of it off. I didn't get it all. Yeah, I didn't get it all, but it had some. But yeah, that really hazed it up. Look at that. Shoot, I should have showed it to you for it. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. I got the sun shining through it there. You can really see that cloud right there hovering in the middle towards the top. We're at purple haze, y'all. But it's not purple, it's a haze though. Beautiful brew. Barney, purple haze and Andy-Gator mixed. Alright, so let's see what this tastes like now. This Barney is for all American workers and my buddy Ronald J. Terrio down there in Louisiana. I love and appreciate y'all. Thank you for the hard work that you do day in and day out to provide for yourselves and your families and pay your own way. Supporting our economy and not depending on our government. Cheers, brothers and sisters. Thank you for what you do. Okay. Well, I actually tasted the raspberry a heck of a lot more in the head of this thing than I do in the body. From my recollection, the purple haze, when I had the purple haze, man, it was just really delicious. I really enjoyed it. It had a lot more carbonation in the brew itself. This does not have as much carbonation in the body. The carbonation is very light, actually. And the raspberry flavor is very subdued. It's still delicious. Because the carbonation is so low and the raspberry flavor, all right, so in the purple haze, the raspberry has a distinct tartness, and I'm not getting a whole lot of that at all out of this. I can still taste the raspberries, but I'm not getting the tartness. That makes this stuff crushable as it can be, man. I could kick this back and kill it, just like that. Very smooth. It's good brew. The raspberry is very subtle in the body of this thing. But I'm getting the Andy-Gator. I'm getting more of the Andy-Gator flavor than I am the purple haze. It's delicious. Now, if I had my druthers, purple haze, Andy-Gator, Barney. to me, I mean, it would depend on my mood, but I would prefer either one or the other as opposed to this. It's not that this is bad, it's just not, I don't know, man. It just depends on your mood, I guess. I'm not real big on flavored beers. I like to try them. And I really enjoyed the Purple Haze. But comparing them head to head, I would prefer the Andy-Gator over the Purple Haze. And to be honest, the Andy-Gator over this as well. It's not that this is bad. It's still a good brew. But, you know, score-wise, I would probably score this a B-. Whoop, I kicked my camera, sorry. I would probably score it a B- because it's not bad at all. But it doesn't have that, I don't know, it's just, it just doesn't have that kick you in the butt kind of, man, that's delicious, can't wait to try it again. It doesn't have that, to me. That's my personal opinion, y'all. It's good brew. I'm so glad I tried it. I was able to find it and try it. But anyway, whatever. Good brew, but not the best I've ever had. I mean, I sure wouldn't pour it out. I mean, it's not bad at all. It's got a good flavor. It's very pleasant. But as far as going out and buying another 6-pack of it, I give $13.99 for a 6-pack of this, y'all. And you know, of course, it comes from Louisiana, and it's, you know, here locally. I mean, it costs a lot to distribute that stuff, but that's just a little bit pricey for what it is at a 6.1% alcohol by volume. Anyway, hey, I love and appreciate y'all. I'll be back tomorrow for a Saturday Suds, man. I got something for you tomorrow. You ain't gonna want to miss it. It's another one of the Beer Hug series. Y'all stay tuned for that. It's Goose Island Beer Hug. I've done the Neon and I've done the Tropical. I got nothing for you tomorrow. Y'all stay tuned. Take care. Love and appreciate y'all. Cheers.